Hey everyone, welcome to Spiritual Sunday. Today and over the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about Sutra number 33 from Book 1 from the Sutras of Patanjali. I call the 4 Keys to a Peaceful Mind. Now, my personal copy of the sutras comes translated and commentated by Sri Swami Sachinadada. Dang it, I always mess up his name. For respect out of the guy, I'm going to try to do my best to pronounce it as best as I can. Sri Swami Sachinadada. Now, he states that for a yogi or a non-yogi, this is the most important sutra out of all of the sutras. So I do not speak Sanskrit, and I'm not going to pretend that I do. So I'm going to put this on the screen. You can go ahead and look over his translation, and then we will go ahead and read the English text together. Go ahead and follow along. By cultivating attitudes of friendliness towards the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard toward the wicked, the mind stuff retains its undisturbed calmness. Basically saying, do this and you'll have a peaceful mind. Now, what is the do this? Well, we gotta take a look at the 4 keys. The first key is friendliness, the second key is compassion, the third key is delight, and the 4th key is disregard. And keys are pretty useless without locks, so let's just see what the locks are. So, we have happy people, we have unhappy people, we have the virtuous, and we have the wicked. And you can fit every person into these 4 categories, and their related keys is how you go ahead and talk to them. So for today's video, we're just going to talk about the first key, and that is the key of friendliness, and that goes to the lock of happy people. So the first key seems fairly simple, right? So it talks about treating people that are happy with friendliness, right? So when your friend comes up to you and let's just say they just bought a new car, you go over and you're like, oh my goodness, this car is great. It's beautiful. It fits you. I love the color. These seats are comfortable. Let's go for a ride, right? So you treat them with happiness and compassion. You don't say, oh, nice car, but you know, the newer Camaro is coming out, or hey, like these seats kind of aren't the best. You just kind of treat them with just joy and happiness and just live in their happiness, right? You don't need to come out and bring negativity. And this way you just live in the moment a little better. And I'm not saying you can't go ahead and share those other qualities, but let's not talk about it right now, right? And this also applies to strangers. So if you go and see, let's just say a man get out of his nice sports car, he comes out with his beautiful lady, and you're over there and you're jealous and you're envious and you're letting those creep into your soul and your thoughts, and you're like, man, I bet his dad paid for that. Or I bet you he cheated his way up in his company. I bet you she's only there for the money. And you start bringing all this negative energy. He's gone doing whatever he's going to do. And that is on you and in your mind space. And this is not what we're supposed to be doing, right? We want a peaceful mind. We want happiness. We want to make sure that we're content. And if you let that envious and that jealousy go up and, take over your whole entire thoughts, who is that helping? It is not helping you, and you're really just hurting yourself. You're not really even hurting what your supposed target is, right? So let's just take a look and just be like, oh, that's a really nice car. That's a beautiful woman. I bet they are just the happiest couple over there. They're so happy in their life. Good for them. I hope that one day I can be as, happy as them, or one day I can have as much success as them, right? Go ahead and turn that jealousy into happiness and overjoy for that other person, and just bring out your friendliness to that happy person. And again, if they're from afar, you don't need to go over there and be like, oh my goodness, nice car. But you could, if they walked on by, just give them a compliment. And this is why I love this key so much. It just brings a more positive world, and you can just start vibing out with people. But that being said, I'm not that dude. I fail at this key so often, it's embarrassing. For whatever reason, when a friend brings up something super happy, super joyful, super new, something cool, my brain goes straight to the negative and just starts playing devil's advocate with them and starts picking apart what it is. And it creates a moment of just kind of war in a way. Just, why would I do that to my friend? Why would I do that to myself? And it just goes into the fact of, hey, let's just take a moment and enjoy being in this moment. It doesn't have to be a perfect moment, but I don't need to just shit on everything, because for whatever reason, that's where my brain automatically goes. So I try my best, and I fail again constantly, of just trying to refocus myself, take a deep breath, hold it in, count, release, and just try to calm my brain and refocus myself to be more positive, be more engaging with my friends, and not just be a negative Nancy all the time, because that's where my brain initially goes. And just every day is a gift, right? That we're here and we can engage with our friends and our family. And I'm just trying to take baby steps, just one little step towards more positive, and just try to improve myself every single day. And it's going to take time, but this is what I love about this sutra, is I'm just looking at one piece of it right now with you, and just seeing how this one aspect can truly just improve your interactions with your friends and strangers by just trying to be friendly with others. Now, next week, we're going to be talking about the second key, and then the third key, and then the fourth key, and then how we can kind of put all these keys together just to have a really nice, improved outlook on life, and try to just keep that peace of mind, right? Just try to keep my headspace mine and not let others influence it. But that is for another week. I thank you for watching. Send this video to your friends, or just, subscribe and keep watching these other videos coming out soon. I also have a bunch of other videos that are not spiritual related that come out almost once a day. So go ahead and check those out. I love you. Go spread some love, some peace, and some hope. See you next week.